Hey guys, let's talk about letting go. Why it hurts so much, and at the same time, why it is entirely safe to do so. And the reason that it hurts is actually because we don't like it. And that's it. All right, so we have to understand ourselves, all right? We really have to understand ourselves. The mind is made to perceive duality, positive and negative. It's designed so that we can perceive, enjoy, and play with polarity, with contrast. That's its purpose. That's why it exists. When we don't know ourselves, it becomes problematic. The heart, on the other hand, only perceives the truth. It only perceives oneness. The heart is always on your side. It is always giving you information and feedback on reality, the truth. The mind, on the other hand, the mind knows fear. The mind perceives separation. The mind perceives lack. The mind thinks it needs to be in control. This is what we call the egoic beliefs, right? Separation, lack, and control. The mind gets attached. Let's talk about relationships, all right? Because what's the hardest thing to let go of? A relationship, right? Always. Even when it's not for our best interest, and it's pretty obvious that it's not for our best interest, we suck at letting it go. And it hurts, even when we know that person was no good for us and we were no good for them, you know? And it hurts. And why is that? It's because at a certain point, that person, usually at the beginning of the relationship, reflected back to you the love that you are. But we didn't realize that the love that we felt was coming from within us. So instead, the mind perceived that my love, the love that I feel, comes from that person over there. And so the mind created this attachment to that person because, when I want love, I go to this person. I think about this person. I talk to this person. I make love with this person. You know, I spend time with this person. And it creates a mental attachment, thinking that your love is out there, because most people don't know that the love that you feel when you see another person who you love is actually just reflecting back to you the love that's already within you. All right? Your love does not exist in another person or object or place or career or any of that. Your love does not exist there. Your love only exists right here. Right here. Right here is where your love exists. All right? And no one can take it away. No one can take it away. But the mind is a powerful tool to experience and play with duality. So the mind, if we put our focus on things external, and we think that our satisfaction's out there, our love is out there, our good feelings are out there, we won't ever realize that they're right here. And they always been right here. And so when we have to let something go, the mind is attached, and it thinks that the worst thing possible could be losing its source of feeling good. Because the mind wants to feel good. Who doesn't fucking want to feel good? Everyone does. And there's a reason for that. The good feelings tells us that we're in alignment, because right here, your heart is always perceiving oneness, always perceiving the truth. But you have the power to put your focus on things and perceive things in a way where you're not putting your attention on the love that's already there. Instead, you're putting your attention on that thing over there that makes you angry, or that thing over there that upsets you, or, you know, I had to let this person go, they broke up with me, whatever. Now all my love is with them, and I've got nothing left, and I'm just miserable. And that's what the mind thinks. But that's not true. It's because you're perceiving it that way. If we perceive things in a healthy way that was beneficial to us and not detrimental, we would not be so attached. When we lost someone, Sure, there might be a little bit of grief in letting it go, but we'd let it go with grace. And we'd realize that the love I've always had is always right here and it's not going anywhere. And we would perhaps just be grateful for the time that we had with them and know that another reflection of our love is going to come into our life at a certain point. But we don't do that. Instead, we hyperfixate on the pain, on the suffering, on the letting go, and we wonder, what's that person doing? Are they with someone else now? Are they happy? Are they happier than me? Did they take my love and go do something amazing with it, and now I've got none left? And that's just not true. It's just not true at all. And that's why it hurts so much, is because we're misperceiving it. And the heart hurting isn't because we're heartbroken. All right, your heart doesn't break. It can't break. But you can misperceive something so far from the truth that your heart is sending you these signals of pain, letting you know, hey, you're not looking at this clearly, bro. You're not looking at this clearly. You need to take a step back, breathe, relax, all right? It will get better. It will be okay. Your heart is being compassionate. Your heart is sending you signals that you're not perceiving reality in a way that is loving and beneficial and true for you. But if we perceive ourselves as having a broken heart and being afraid to open our hearts up again, then that'll be our experience. Ultimately, in a relationship, that person is reflecting the love that's already in you. In an ideal relationship that's based in unconditional love, you're not attached. What that person is just a reminder for the mind to remember how much love you already are. You are that love. That love that you feel is you. They're reflecting it back to you so that the mind can remember, because the mind perceives duality. The heart perceives oneness. And so when you can look in the mirror and love the man or woman or non-binary or whatever looking back at you, when you can do that and you just have unconditional love for what you see in the mirror, that's when you know that unconditional love can be reflected back to you in the form of another. And you can have a truly healthy and uplifting relationship. Because if you look in the mirror and you don't feel love, you don't see love, that's showing you of your own misperception. Because I promise you that you love yourself. Even if you can't feel it right now, even if you can't perceive of it right now, it's only a misperception. Your true self, your higher self, loves the fuck out of you. Otherwise, it wouldn't be incarnating and experiencing you right now. I promise you that. I promise you that. Nobody's made by accident. Nobody's made without love. You are made in love. You are made by love. You are love. We just have to remember that. And remember that it's safe to let go.